Hi, I'm Lucie, and I help people, mainly single women over 60, write their online course, create their workshops or masterminds by using the Done For You program, which Tony and Dean have produced, and so I help them through that with my implementation lab. So I, at this point, have generated somewhere around $15,000, and I think clients, I have about 10 clients, and so it's a slow process, but it's a process in progress. So what's my story? Well, my name is Lucie Rosa-Stagi, and about 5 years ago, I all of a sudden found myself single after a 10-year relationship, and I was totally devastated. Didn't know what I was going to do, how I was going to survive economically, because I had always depended on two income, and there I was left with just one income. And so I didn't know what to do, and so and not only was it difficult for me to get over a relationship that had lasted 10 years, and there I found myself on my own, but the focus had to be on me and what was I going to do next. By the way, this is my wonderful t-shirt, Self-Education Revolution. I love this t-shirt. And so so what I decided to do was, I had a piece of property and I decided, well, I'll rent it and that'll give me extra money. But then I thought, oh my God, I'm so young. I still want to do a lot of traveling. What am I going to do? I also am at this space in my time, this place in my time where I want to give back. It's time to give back to people. And so I had all of these things going on in my mind, and where was I going to start, and how was I going to do it? And all I knew was that I needed to do something. I needed to be online to do it, and I needed to acquire some skills to do it. And I didn't know where to begin or where to start. So I was guided by a mentor to start an online business, and it was in e-commerce. At the time, I thought that that's what business was, e-commerce on the internet. I thought that was the only kind of business there was. So of course, I created a Shopify store, and when it came time to launch, I had this, oh my God, feeling, oh my God, I don't want to work with products, I want to work with people. And so thank God I was then led to affiliate marketing with Russell Brunson and ClickFunnels. And ClickFunnels was fine, except I loved the whole idea, and I loved what Russell was doing, but it was a little too techy for me. But lo and behold, I received an email from Tony and Dean, and they were starting this new legacy of self-education is the new norm. And being a teacher, I thought, oh my God, this is something I want to do. Self-education is the new norm. Yes, I'm right behind this. I've been looking for ways of changing the way we can teach the world. And anyway, everybody was Googling everything. Everybody was like Google University. So I figured, even when I started Googling, I thought, you know what? If I'm starting to Google, everybody is Googling for sure. So I rushed into the program immediately. I mean, it didn't even occur to me not to. And I got into it. And at first, I didn't know what to do with it. And I just kind of was like in awe of people taking it and running with it and all of a sudden making money. And we're going, how are they doing that? And so, to tell you the truth, the first year I just watched. And I watched Jenna Kutcher be the #1 on the leaderboard, and I was rooting for her all the way, because there she was I thought at the time she was a single mom, but she wasn't. And I was rooting for her because I wanted the female to be the #1, and I wasn't doing anything. And it wasn't until we were grandfathered in for the second year, that I thought, oh my God, I have got to learn what to do with this. So I really got serious about the course and went through it, and realized that I also could write a course. And actually it was a mentor that was working with ClickFunnels that I was following. He was teaching how to create courses. And so I created my course based on that. And before I knew it, the second launch was coming. And it was at the point that it was in February of 2020, and I had signed up for a spirituality trip to Egypt. And no, I'm sorry, that was Israel. Egypt was my first one, but in 2018. 2020, it was a trip to Egypt, and so to Israel. I'm sorry, and what I did was I created some little cards, business cards, and I thought, you're only a not a funnel away, but you're only an opportunity away from if you follow me and take this course. And so I talked to several people. I didn't push my way into anybody's conversation, and it was just through some conversation while I was on the trip that I piqued the interest of some women, some single women, and before I knew it, we came back, and 5 of them bought my course, and I go, oh my God! In the space of 3 weeks, I made like $5,000, and I was like very excited. It was like, oh my God, I can actually make money from this. And so from there on, I got really kind of serious. But then I suffered like everybody else, going off on shiny objects, being hard on myself because I wasn't techie enough, and so I went through all these problems that that everybody online goes through, and I worked really hard, and I followed a lot of coaches and paid a lot of money for coaches that really didn't understand what I needed, and I bought some courses that I wasn't ready to do. The whole story, how you go through it. Anyway, I was lucky enough to land on a site with another teacher who was looking for teachers to change the world. How can we change the world with a new way of teaching? And this young man was also a KBB student, and so we kind of hooked up, and it was through that relationship that a year ago that we became very close and really got to know one another. And when we launched this year, we became a team. And I just want to tell you that because I was fortunate enough to be chosen as one of the 200 affiliates who could promote the program this year, we were able to convert 32 people into our implementation mentorship. So if they bought the PN course program through my link, then they would get this implementation lab for free. And so we copied very much what Dean did for the 8 weeks, but we were hands-on with these people. That's a little bug that get in the way. And so we were very hands-on, and we just finished the implementation lab, and we've now offered the next step, which is the launching step. And wouldn't you know that 30% of the people are going to follow us. So there's success, there's my story. Thank you so much for listening, and hopefully I will see you at the summit.